The new Super 7 Reaction Plus G.I. Joe Real American Hero Jinx figure is today's newest unboxing. Alright, welcome everyone, this is Toy-Nutz, and as I said, I just got the new Super 7 Reaction Plus G.I. Joe Jinx figure here. We can see Jinx is based off of her look from the 1987 G.I. Joe cartoon animated movie here, so she has the unmasked head. I love the vintage look of the card art and everything. The figure looks pretty cool in the package. Pretty light on accessories. She comes with her two sparring batons here. Yeah, it looks really good. Blends in well if you were a carded collector and you got some of the vintage looks. This fits in really well. Yeah, and as you can see, the same thing with the back of the card. Looks very much like the old style carding, showing everybody who's currently available right now through the Reaction Plus line. Jinx waves there on the bottom. It's all based off of the 87 movie, which is really smart of Super 7 to do. Going with the cartoon looks and styles. The file card, though, was pretty much the exact same as her vintage original file card, which is really nice to see. And if you're a mint on card person, again, these things really do blend in pretty well, but I'm not, so I gotta let this baby breathe. Just quick little rip and pull, and she comes right off the carding with no major issues. You can be more careful, and you can probably just slide it right off with no damage or tearing of the packaging, but that's fine. Here she is out in her blister. Nothing to really hold her in. She fits in there nice and snug. We'll remove the two training batons here, the top part and the bottom part. And then she just pops out easily just like that. There we go. All right, so she looks really cool. Nice deep bright red here. Nice giant dragon logo on her chest. You can see the hair. I think really my one major complaint so far with the Super 7s is there's some nice sculpting, especially in the face, but Super 7 likes to go and paint the heads flesh color as opposed to molding them in flesh color and then painting the hair details and everything. That extra painting of the face, I think it really pulls away the details. Yeah, I think that's really my only one major complaint about the line of Super 7 figures. With that being really my only major complaint about this line, you can see she has standard articulation for the 83 on up style O-ring figures, tight joints, she holds poses, nothing overly loose, the plastic feels a good quality. So yeah, just overall a really good figure. And as you can see, she has the holes for the foot pegs, and she fits perfectly fine onto a vintage figure stand. To help with her posing, there we go. She looks really cool. Like I said, the joints are just tight enough that, you know, nothing really like feels like she's going to break or anything, but she can hold the poses if you set her up. Her accessories here are these the training baton that she broke in the movie. You got the top part and the bottom part. They do not snap together or go together, so they're just separated. You can see just basic detailing on them. It would be nice if they had some coloring to them or something. But overall, a really good figure. The $20 price point is a little tough to swallow with no accessories or anything, but I mean, I think it's worth it. All right, she does hold her accessories here. The hands have just enough little give in the plastic, unlike the older, really stiff, hard plastic. I don't feel like I'm going to break her thumbs off or anything, putting something a little bit larger in there. And she holds the baton part just fine. And we'll do it with the other. And we'll set her up into a little action pose. There we go. And she's all set, just like in the movie. I think the only other, if they gave her one more accessory that would be nice, it would be if they gave her the little blindfold that she pulls down to cover her eyes when she's beating up Beachhead there in the movie. But other than that, nah, she's a really cool figure. So here we have the original Jinx standing next to the Super 7 Jinx. You can tell there is some differences between the two. It's a completely new mold on the new Jinx here. But, you know, there's some minor details that are different. The black around the neck, the wrists, and the ankles, and of course the dragon logo. The original Jinx has a little bit more folds detailed onto the clothing as compared to the Super 7. But overall, it fits in really well. It's a good comparison for the two figures. They're both really good figures, really. I do like the new Jinx with the unmasked head. Something, that was kind of missing for the old one, but overall, it's really good. One fun aspect on the Super 7, since they are original O-ring, you can swap gears, so you can give this Jinx the original's backpack and it fits right in with no issues. There we go. And we can give her the original Jinx staff, and she holds that again with no major issues. With the articulation being the same, you can set her up. There we go. She looks really good with the original Jinx accessories, so if you do have the Super 7 one and you can find some inexpensive secondary market accessories, you can add her up. And then of course the old Jinx can easily handle this new Super 7 Jinx weapons if you wanted to swap them around. There we go. I do like the darker red on the original a little bit more than the brighter red from the Super 7 one, but overall, like I said, it's pretty much even. So again, Super 7's nailing it really well with this line. Again, only really complaint would be some more accessories, some better detailing / proportion in the arms, and then of course the face. Please start molding your heads in the flesh color plastics and just painting the eyes and the eyebrows and the hair, as opposed to painting the entire head. Flesh color, I think, is just eating away some of the detail that you do actually sculpt into the heads. So thanks for watching the video. If you would, please hit that like and subscribe button. And as always, have a wonderful day and Excelsior!